Hello and welcome again. Now, I want us to talk about something very important today. Whether you're trying to get out of debt or you're trying to improve on your finances, there are 5 things you must do. The first is literacy. I know a lot of us went to school. Now, the thing is, you go to school to be a lawyer. You are taught how to be a lawyer, but you're never taught how to actually make money, keep money, and multiply your money. You need to gain financial literacy if you want to change your finances. And how do you do this? One, by following channels like mine, by reading books talking about financial literacy, by being interested in the lives of successful people. You cannot become rich without knowing certain things. And when I started my finance journey, I started learning. I was surprised that even though I've really gone to school for so long, there were so many things I didn't know. I didn't know anything about the stock exchange market. I didn't even know what a bond was. I didn't know what a mutual fund was, but I was very educated. So the first thing you need to do is to get financial literacy. Now, the second thing is accountability. A lot of us, we want to be rich, but we don't want to be accountable. So you wake up anytime, you sleep anytime, you have a meeting, you show up anytime, you're late, you're not organized. I heard a very, very wise woman of God say something recently. She said, money goes to where it is invited, but it stays where it is honored. And that she said, if you find yourself being broke, check your wardrobe, check your house, check, and if your environment is scattered and dirty, that may be one of the reasons why you're broke. One of the things you need to do is to be accountable. Be accountable to yourself and be accountable to others. Take your work seriously. You cannot make money in a chaotic life. You need to be arranged, organized, and accountable. The third thing, is your net worth. Now, your net worth is talking about your assets versus your liabilities. Now, we all know that assets are anything that appreciates, and your liabilities are anything that depreciates. So all your bags and your shoes and your fancy phones, they're all liabilities. But your assets are stuff like maybe lands that you've bought, houses that you've built. Those are your assets. At every given time in your life, your assets should always be higher than your liabilities. So you need to check that. The next thing is your network. Who do you know? You see, whether you like it or not, the way to the top of the ladder most times passes through people. There are people who will call your name in a meeting, and just that little recommendation will change your life forever. So in your relationships, prioritize relationships of value. Show honor to people who deserve your honor. Show honor to everybody, but show more honor to those who deserve your honor. Most of the contracts I've had in my very big contracts I've had in my business, they came from referrals, they came from recommendations. So who do you know? And the last point is your earnings versus your expenditure. We all know what earnings are, how much you make, and expenditure is how much you spend. At every given time, your earnings should be higher than your expenditure. Try not to live a life of waste. Try not to live a prodigal life so that your income can increase and your financial life can change. If you're struggling financially, I recommend that you try applying these 5 principles to your finances and see if it's not going to change. I invite you to share this video with someone who is struggling financially and ask the person to subscribe to this channel, because I have a lot of great things I'm going to share with you as the weeks and the months unfold. Thank you.